Here's your weekly AstroYoga forecast. So this week, Tuesday, December 26th, is the full moon in Cancer. Additionally, on that same night, Chiron will be moving direct. Now, I want to tell you exactly what this means because Chiron is the wounded healer of the zodiac. And what this means is not that every person is wounded in some kind of a physical sense, but that every person somehow is wounded in the sense that we have a limited perspective when we became individual beings. So instead of having the perspective of the entire universe, we have the perspective of a single human entity, and that necessarily makes us feel constricted and makes us forget some of the splendor of who we actually are. Chiron shows up to point out the exact way in which you have forgotten your truest identity as this being of infinite potential and light. So that is happening. As that moves direct, we begin to remember a little more. Sometimes we feel pain points come up to help us clear those limiting beliefs of before. Now, the full moon is at 4 degrees of Cancer. This is Cancer, or the moon's home is in Cancer, and it's opposite of the sign of Capricorn where the sun is. Now, this full moon is at the 4-degree mark, and Chiron moving direct is at the 15-degree mark of Aries. These are all cardinal signs. And so coming off of the full moon, we are going to have an experience of tension and release. So as the full moon begins to wane from fullness, the moon will come into an exact square with Chiron. The sun moving forward will also be aspecting Chiron in this manner. And there'll be a couple-day period where we begin to slough off some of these ideas about our self-expression, about our self-care. And by that, I mean caring for ourselves, not the sort of band-aid, sort of bubble bath idea that we slap on self-care sometimes, but this idea that to really love yourself and to care for yourself is the same thing you do to love and care for others. And you can always tell if there is an imbalance in self versus others based on how you treat yourself or others. Most people have a slight imbalance. Either they're giving it all to others and not saving much for themselves, or maybe they're saving a lot for themselves and not giving to others. But there has to be this sort of equilibrium where what we give to others matches what we give to ourselves. And very often we need to actually up the one that feels down and not dim the one that seems more robust. So with this full moon, those themes will begin to come up, as well as themes of immediate gratification versus taking the longer path toward gratifying your desires. We each need, in this particular astrological formation, to apply in right measure that which will grant us the balance. So for some people, they've been putting off their desires for too long. Now is the time to take some action toward them. For others, they've been perhaps indulging too much, been in too much state of instant gratuity, and they need to take the longer view. As well, some people maybe have been expressing a lot their inner state, and they might need some time to take a step back and explore on the internal level. And others might have been non-expressive for a while and are ready to begin to share that which they've been considering on the inside externally with those that they care about and who care about them. So that's this full moon. It is going on somewhere in your chart. It will take place more prevalently in your cardinal signs. So pay attention where you have Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and even Libra. And if you want to know more about how this is showing up in your chart, I do invite you to book a reading. All of my readings are finished for the year 2023, but we do have spots available in early 2024, and you can go ahead and grab those now as well. This is the last week to take advantage of the December specials through the International School of AstroYoga for the membership, or if you are a member, your specials that are exclusive to you guys. It's the last week for that. So if you want to buy yourself that gift that you didn't get for Christmas but maybe wanted, you can get an astrology reading or tarot reading or AstroYoga membership still with those great goodies. Okay, I hope you guys have a beautiful full moon and a happy new year.